But we talking about a presidential, like what in your fucking right mind
This
makes
the
you
funny
think
shit.
that you're stable enough when we already got an unstable motherfucking office right now? You think we're gonna go through this shit again?
And then you running around acting more unstable than the unstable motherfucker we got in the office.
Well, Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
Mic check 1 2. What is this? You're now tuned into Imperfect Sense right here on Unified Radio.tv. Wonderful hosts, wonderful moderators, one of four opinionated brothers that make up this Imperfect Sense Podcast. I go by the name of Eric E. Mrs. Dawson, whatever it is you call me. I beg you, please do not call me a midget. And to the left of me, I got the bully with me. You know what I mean?
Alrighty.
Bully in the streets, but the ladies at home call him a teddy bear. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And to the right of me, I got the fitness guru Flesh. You know what I mean? And Andy's not with us today. You know what I mean? The other part of Imperfect Sense, he's not with us today. Shout outs to Andy.
What's up with that, man? I never could get in the room with Andy together no more, man. Last episode I missed, man.
I don't know.
He was looking spicy on there too. Like, are y'all gonna get him?
Oh yeah, I see that.
I'm like,
oh yeah,
I was gonna put on that bitch spicy.
Yeah. Because the funny thing, I'm looking at he's doing his hand like this, and I'm like, yo, wait a minute, something broke. Like, come on, Andy. You had to make sure his mannerisms a little bit better next time on camera. Right. But shout out to everybody that's looking at us right here on Unified Radio.tv. We appreciate you. And before we get started, like we do each and every week, man, I'm going to drop this disclaimer. So if you're sensitive about your race, religion, gender, sexuality, and or politics, this is not the show for you because we're opinionated, man. This is for opinionated brothers. This is our platform. We like the male view. What's the other one? What's so funny now?
You said religion.
Because I got big teeth. You know what I mean? Sometimes, man, like, you know, words don't come out as clear as they supposed to. The talk. This is our platform. This is the male perspective. You know what I mean? We're countering all that bullshit. You know what I mean? And today we got a good show, like we do each and every fucking week.
Already know, man.
You know what I mean? Something hot on the internet. You know what I mean? He's always hot on the internet.
All the time.
He's definitely a genius. Marketing genius. Mr. Get Out.
No.
Tell the people who it is, man.
Mr. Kanye West.
Yeah.
Here's the topic of discussion today. He's been making headlines all week. This ranting and raving. What was that breakdown the other day? That was like at a campaign rally.
It was at a campaign rally. Yeah, North Carolina.
For his supposed presidential bid.
That didn't even go through because people didn't vote in time for him to get put on the ballot.
No, he didn't put his paperwork in time. Not to vote.
It's called the birthday party.
Kanye.
He didn't put it in time.
Yeah.
Kanye. The mental breakdown of it.
Can I do it? My mom was like,
no. He's affected by it. You gotta realize.
Nah,
shit. He was a mama's boy, man.
Yeah. I was affected by my mother too, but I ain't going crazy like cuz.
But he in a different element.
Because he got money?
Like, no, look at it. Look how he was acting.
Oh, he got money.
No, look at the first. Yeah, but look at the process of him, right? The first Kanye, how he was speaking. Then his mother died. Then you see. Then you see.
Taking nothing away from that. I agree with that.
Yeah, but it's like you saw him with Amber Rose, somebody who was nobody until she came across to him. Somebody who his mother would have disapproved of. But at that time, he was going through a mental breakdown. But you know, when men go through their mental breakdowns, don't nobody be paying attention or worrying about what the hell you doing.
And I agree with that, but this shit like he's doing right now, he seemed like he's like a purpose. He's a distraction on purpose.
Yeah.
For what's really going on. Like
I
think somebody put him here to do this. Like one thing being mentally unstable, but we talking about a presidential. Like what in your fucking right mind makes you think that you're stable enough when we already got an unstable motherfucking office right now? You think we're going to go through this shit again?
And then you running around acting more unstable than the unstable motherfucker we got in the office.
Yeah, like that.
Saved my life. There would have been no Kanye West because my dad was too busy.
Weird, like, and the funny thing about it, like, the timing of it, of what's going on, seems pretty bad because it seems like every time he has a project on the table, something coming out, he always have these mental breakdowns. And next thing you know, an album is coming. Like today, an album's supposed to drop.
Right.
So I don't know if it's 100% just a mental breakdown or it's just a marketing. I don't know.
It's a marketing scheme to get people talking again.
Yeah, because that Twitter.
I agree. I think that's what it is. Because I always tell all the time he's a goddamn genius.
And then look at it. He gave his wife and whole family another storyline for that show.
And yeah, and that's it too. And it's like, you know, you go deep into the bullshit when you don't have a hit record to actually push to promote your fucking album. Like, you got to do other shit. And he makes great music. He just don't have a hit.
It's not going to be hit anyway.
Yeah, that's
because it's gospel. So
yeah, but drama makes people want to know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
it's part of entertainment, man.
I think once he gets the numbers come out today or the next couple days for everybody streaming his new album, because they're going to stream it to see what he's talking about, then he'll disappear again. Once he get that number 1, number 2, or number 3 slot out the gate, it's like, all right, whatever I did now, I can go back to fucking Wyoming.
But Dondra is his mother name, right?
I don't know.
Kanye mother?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it his mother's name?
Because that's the name of it, and that's the name of the thing that was the building in Chicago where they was helping kids and shit too. That they say he wasn't there no more, and
he had the mental breakdown.
Yo with the missing tooth.
His mother.
Well, in that case,
yo with the missing tooth.
In that case, I want to know if this shit is fake, how you using your mother name as the plot twist.
But this is the thing though. His mother
name is Donda.
So his mother name is on the joint in Chicago.
Okay.
That Big Teeth take care of.
Wait a minute, ho. You said that Big Teeth.
Yeah.
Who?
What's your rapper name?
Big Teeth?
The one that wrote Jesus Walks. Consequence.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, Consequence runs.
You talking about that man Overbite? Like, come on, come on, yo. You talking about that man Overbite? You said big. That's
Big
what threw me off. Big
Teeth. Big Teeth take over that, run that. And I remember they had a little problem with that because they said he don't come and help. And then he's gonna. It's a gospel album, yo. He's naming it after his mother, bro. Like,
I see. The thing is, I don't know where we all stand in the room at the same time with this, because it's like we know that in society that we supposed to stick together because everybody else is against the black man, but then how the fuck do we support him? Like, because we don't know if his mental breakdown is real or not.
Same way you support everything else.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. I heard something on another network. Asked, will black people support Kanye in this presidential race? I was not even going to vote for Cuz in the first place. Like,
I'm not voting for Kanye for president.
Then 50 come out and say, taking the shots at him. And then say, because Jay-Z going to be the vice president. I still not voting for that shit. And on top of that, stop, yo. Like, Hov is not running for no presidency.
My thing, honestly, I kind of hope that it is just a great acting job, because I don't ever want to wake up and read the headlines that Kanye isn't with us no more because he just took his own life because of his own mental breakdown. Like, I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? Be like,
I don't even think it's that far, yeah.
But we don't know. Like, and the funny thing is, I don't see enough people publicly saying I'm going to reach out to help him. I see a lot of memes. I see a lot of people laughing.
Went out there was with him right after that shit. Dave Chappelle, right after he made the Kim sleeping with Meek and saying she wanted to kill my baby. That shit. Dave Chappelle was out there with him telling jokes. They was out like in Wyoming telling jokes and shit. He was laughing. He had a couple of I think Michael B. Jordan and some other motherfuckers was that reached out like, yo, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, but they understand that pressure and that mental breakdown, man. And it's like when you up, we fans. We don't know the shit that they deal with and the pressures that they deal with.
I do.
And that
shit, yeah, come on.
I'm a celebrity.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about?
I
can't even go to the Walmart.
I'm talking about at that level with the type of people who they associate with.
Do you see that thousands and thousands of people watching?
Yo, listen, like, for example, listen, I get that, but what I'm trying to say is, look at Dave Chappelle, how he fucking went crazy. Martin Lawrence, how he went crazy.
That was drugs.
You saying he went crazy. He didn't go crazy. Dave Chappelle never went crazy. Dave Chappelle stuck to what his morals and what his grandmother always told him. He didn't go crazy. We saying he went crazy because he didn't take that $500 million.
No, I ain't talking about he left and went to Africa, right?
Right. Oh, what they say. We don't know where Dave Chappelle ended up.
He went to seclude. He took a break, but he didn't go crazy.
He never denied it. Scratch it back. He never denied not going to Africa.
Right.
He never said, but only reason I said that he was crazy because of the interview. I ain't gonna say, I'm not calling him crazy. Let me rephrase that, because when he was on Oprah, I noticed a little bit on top. When he was on Oprah, he was explaining the things that were happening, how he would come to his fucking office and the office not there no more, and everybody around him looking like, what are you talking about? And the shit down at the other end. When he was talking about little shit like that. But that's why I said we don't know what goes on with these celebrities. They probably was playing
with my man too. Moving his office on him because he won't do dumb.
But that's what I'm saying.
Dumb racy shit anymore.
I'm saying we don't know what the fuck Kanye be dealing with in the elements of where he at. But that's what I say. He gotta back to him. I noticed. I just said that when he had his outburst, and I saw what Kim tweeted out. I was like, yo, he got a ride or die woman for him. Kim, she got a ride or die woman for him, and she made a big point about people. You want to talk about, you want to help and protect people with mental illness, but when Kanye doing these sporadic things, everybody want to look at it as a joke because it's him. But like I said before, when it's men, especially black men, people don't really give a fuck and they'll make fun about it, especially our own. We'll make fun about it, but if that was a black woman acting like that, it would be a whole sympathy thing.
Agree.
You're right.
Agree.
Wouldn't have tried to make it a joke how they doing it with Kanye.
But see, you see,
and that's what I was saying. I don't know how to.
TMZ gonna stay at his neck because TMZ was one of the people that he smacked the hell out of. You know what I'm saying? One of the.
He went to the office.
He wanted to smoke, so they gonna talk about him regardless. But that is true. Anybody else, woman wise. They're gonna be sympathy trained.
But the woman could have been a complete asshole.
Just think about it.
A complete asshole like Kanye.
Just think about it.
The sympathy train would have been there.
People dare you to talk about Nippy, and people know. Well, we know Whitney Houston because that for the young people. They be like, who the fuck is Nippy? Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? But Shorty was on a mental breakdown.
She was.
And the only thing we kept saying was, she is the queen. She needs help.
But it was funny when you thought it was Bobby Brown's
and
fault.
then it came out that it wasn't, that she put Bobby on the joint.
But again, like I told you, the stigma of being a black man, all that shit that was going on, the society.
It's always funny when it's us.
Instead, it's the black man. Even when the woman was showing that she had a miss, and it was like Bobby fucked her up. That's why I said everybody's when it comes to black men. While you see all this shit that's going on in society, they still haven't gotten the fucking picture that you play a part. Even black people, you play a part. Black men, black women, white people play a part in slavery mindset of the black man being the issue. When
you don't come out and say what y'all putting out there is wrong and we not standing for that shit. That's how you support the other shit. Now the crazy thing about that is the people that are around him, when he came out his fucking mouth and said, I'm running for president. No. We'll go there. But when he came out to the president scene, you seeing him putting a campaign together. You really sitting in a meeting with him and really putting this shit together?
What's wrong with that? Yo, listen. This is what I'm saying.
You really if that was you came to me like, man, I'm running a president. Man, sit your ass down. No, you're not.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? You're not sitting. You're getting here and make these fucking records. Like, listen, no. We're not playing that game.
Listen, if he wanted to run for president, you need star power and money to run for president. A celebrity is like the perfect person that when it comes to politics.
No.
I'm talking about politics as far as
you better bring this home.
Hey, you better bring that shit home.
I'm talking about
because baseball just started.
I'm talking when it comes to politics. It's about your star power that you're getting for people to draw into you. You can have I'm quite sure we could have had tons of local candidates and tons of presidents throughout history that would have been a better choice and really was about fixing the country and making it a better place, but we don't hear about them because they don't have star power.
So
you gotta work your way up to that.
So you saying his star power is an excuse for him to be out here wasting people's time and wasting his own money?
I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
But what I'm saying is, if I'm in his camp and he came to me with that bullshit, I'm saying, look, yo, sit your dumb ass down. Let's design some new Yeezys. Get your ass in the studio. Do what you do best.
Okay.
You being the fucking president is a waste of our fucking. You trying to run for president is a waste of our fucking time. Yes, I'm gonna be a dream killer. Yes, I'm gonna tell you you're a dumb bitch. Sit the fuck down.
And see, this the shit, right?
I disagree.
For me,
I disagree.
No matter how much we don't fuck with Trump, right?
For years, y'all two don't fuck.
I know you fuck with him. We know you fuck with him. You probably vote for him again. So look,
it depends on which candidate it is.
Yeah. So look though, for us, right?
I feel the hate. Look, I feel the hate right now.
For us, right?
I'm gonna let him just sit over there.
Even though we on this panel don't fuck with him, right? He still put his nose out there many times, got into politics many times because of his businesses. He had to get into politics. Kanye West, on the other hand, when have you ever heard him say anything about politics except for George Bush don't like black people? That was it, bro.
Yeah, but I get that. But maybe I can say
he was not.
Listen, maybe when I say we got these options here with Kanye, most likely he did it because his album was ready to come out. Everything that he like, the whole performance. If you look at his pattern of how he's been, that looked like Witness 4, and that's why he probably didn't slide in that presidential race, or maybe didn't put it through. It's a simple thing. Bro. He wouldn't do it, but he would have somebody in his.
Bro, he has a party called the birthday party. You have your independents, your Democrats, your Republicans. What was the other people's name? The ones that wanted the weed to pass through. The Green Party. And then the birthday party, man. If you don't get to sit your fucking ass down,
yeah, man. Like,
and talk about when we win is a birthday for everybody. No, you're not stable.
It's politics,
bruh.
It's politics.
People that went to that shit, right? Only went there because they haven't had a concert and thought Kanye probably fucking was going to do a song, bruh.
Yo, see.
And then it came
because
up
he pissing me off because he's trying to make logic out of this Kanye shit. Yo, let me tell you this: if you're Kanye and you come to me and say, "Look, I got this crazy marketing scheme. I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna get some attention to us because the album getting ready to drop," then I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna be with you." But if you come to me as Kanye West and said, "Look, I think I can run for president," and me logically support, I'm a dumb motherfucker. Because first of all, you wasted money. That's how black people go broke, wasting fucking money all the time, right? You have no type of background, resume, training to go into politics. Do you think I'm going to really let you, or I'm going to sit there and support you talking about you running for president? You really think that? Do you really think that?
Maybe not you. But if I was in the camp, and both of us in the camp, you ain't going. As soon as he
blow all his money and can't employ your ass no more, it's going to be a stupid decision.
First and foremost, right, it's an age limit to be president.
And Kanye fits it.
No, he's not.
You gotta be 45, right? Hold on. Don't you gotta be 45, 44, 45 or some shit like that?
Kanye West doesn't fit that.
I gotta go back to school.
Then on top of that, right? Then on top of that,
shit up.
You have to graduate college.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
He didn't graduate college at all.
Sorry, y'all, for a second. We about to...
I'm just saying. Then on top of that...
35.
Oh, you gotta be 35?
Yep. 35, he in.
Stupid. I'm not voting for Cuz.
I honestly,
we already had one black.
It's
family.
just,
let's leave it at
it's,
that.
it's so bad. It's so bad that we have to formulate a real discussion around some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Around some bullshit. He don't believe in Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the shit that I think he
believe in Harriet Tubman. He just said that she wasn't free to slave.
I think he's dyslexic.
Yo, he's dyslexic, bipolar, tripolar,
misguided.
Yeah, misguided.
He's not retarded. He's not that. So
no, because I don't want to because the retarded. The people with mental health issues smarter than him right now, so I can't say he's retarded. Though, he's not even autistic anymore right now.
Why is it right that you can get someone who done genius things as he done to get in the music industry? In music to get away yet and not think that same type of creativity or mindset can trickle over into another
because
area.
look at how
it could trickle over to another area, but not the president of the United States.
Okay,
why not?
When we great go to war, when we great go to war, right?
Why is Trump in office? Why is Trump in office?
Because they put him in office.
Why is he in office?
You put him in office.
He actually popular vote didn't put him in office. It was
I know you put him in office. You
because you know what.
But you already know the reason why I say he needed to be in office.
I know.
Was specifically to expose racism.
So why do you think Kanye needs to be in office?
And I said that before. That's why I feel like I'm like a fucking psychic because all of a sudden.
But you also said that he would make a great president because he's done great in business, and you thought that a business mind in the country, and it did not. It didn't
work out that way.
And a lot of us,
because Pittsburgh is
a lot of us that voted for him. That wasn't a lot of us that voted for him. It wasn't me, y'all. I didn't vote for that motherfucker. Thought the same thing. Oh man, he's a great business mindset. He made a lot of money on his own, and he's gonna get us back on track. Nah.
A lot of the shit that he was pushing in his campaigns are failing. Business wise. Because we still don't have American steel that he was pushing.
He wanted coal factories.
The coal factories are dead. None are open.
Okay, listen.
Everybody that voted for him in coals.
We can again because I don't want this to go on into that because it'll go.
It's going back. It's going back to Kanye West because Kanye West is the same person.
Y'all don't think they winning in this conversation?
We are.
It's not about winning.
It's going to branch off.
You just wasted your vote.
You wasted your vote
because I guarantee you
wanted for racism.
No, I guarantee you. If
I give you that one thing, racism,
and that's the main thing because I guarantee you any amount of money. If Trump was not in office, everybody be still walking around doing the same shit.
No, they wouldn't because
Black Lives Matter.
People didn't like Hillary either.
No, what I'm trying to say is that because Trump came into office, you saw a lot of white people start coming out. If Trump never was in office, all this police reform, and all the shit going on wouldn't have never even existed.
I give you that.
That's why I told you I'm a spiritual person at the end of the day. Certain things that happen, I said that need to happen because everything that everybody's talking about now was the shit I've been talking about way before everybody else was doing.
I don't know because
and you said I was.
Yeah, no, I said I don't know.
And I said he need to be in office because black people need to step up.
This right now would have been talked about if it wasn't like you said for COVID. Because if he was in presidency when 4 or 5 other black men were killed. But people were still moving around in their life.
No. You got to realize when he was in president, you got to realize who was the first person that got killed by police?
Casil.
I'm talking when he was in office.
Casil, the little dude in Detroit, is his first person that would get killed.
His first person. And then after that, who came? Mike Brown.
No, I can't breathe.
I mean Art Gardner.
Yeah,
Art
that's
Gardner.
not new, bro.
But what I'm trying to say is that during that time, the other side, those racist white people were coming out. The elements that came there, the racist white people was coming out speaking, and black, when they started doing it, you heard black people going, damn, these fucking white people in the hood. They was like, damn, these motherfucking racist white people. Why? Because they was being more outspoken. And I was looking at them going, where the fuck was y'all at? Because when everybody else was getting shocked that all these white people was here, I was sitting there like this. They been here. That's what I've been telling y'all the whole time. They been here.
But the thing is,
why you gotta see it in front of your face?
Because COVID set everybody down.
This is before COVID. I said, why you gotta sit? I was telling people, why you had to wait until a person comes out and say something when clearly at your workplace and a lot of other places where you've been at, it's been showing, but they just didn't expose it. He was just somebody to put in a position that I said that needed to be there so black people can stop being asleep and start realizing, hey, we need to come together.
Because everybody was on the same playing field. Rich was broke was broke. And everybody had to see that shit. It didn't matter about the president.
Because it
didn't matter about the president.
Because it always been the same trick. Silence. All they gotta do is.
And that's what the fuck just happened. Silence made everybody pay attention. I had a white friend in South Carolina call me and say, yo, this shit just like what happened to Eric Garner, but because I've been working so much, I never had time to sit down and think about it. It ain't had shit to do about Trump being in office. It was because everybody had to sit the fuck down for a second and see what was going on.
No, you talking for the Black Lives Matter thing?
I'm talking about for the way they going so hard right now for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor.
Oh yeah,
it's because everybody was quiet. It didn't have shit to do because Trayvon Martin, Black Lives Matter was going on and nobody gives a fuck.
No, I agree with that. No, but I'm talking about the official movement that came from him being in office. That's why I try to tell people. That's why I try to tell people he needed to be in office, because if he wasn't,
so why Kanye need to be in office?
He don't.
Because the genius.
I ain't saying that he need to be in office. I said, what's the problem with him running?
What's the problem with him?
The problem with him running is him wasting valuable time.
I agree with you on the Trump
valuable
shit.
Money.
Trump getting in there helped all the racism come out, right?
But y'all called me stupid when I voted for him, and I said he needs to be in office.
But still,
he'd have got in without your vote. You ain't had to vote for him.
You had to, for real.
Fucking excuse.
You stay in Maryland, motherfucker. You stay in Maryland.
You ain't had to vote for him,
Your electoral gun didn't work.
When people sleep, and it's like you telling the motherfucker it's gunshots behind this door, and then you got to open the door to show them, to enlighten them. That's why I voted for him. Why would I vote for Hillary? This dumbass country voted for two stupid people.
I lived in a motherfucker.
Democratic and
I lived in a southern state before,
Hillary's better.
So I know racism was booming.
Black people was voting for Hillary, right? And everybody was in line voting for Hillary. And I said, so y'all gonna vote for somebody who y'all didn't do your background on their husband, who actually pushed the whole mass incarceration and approved a lot of stuff. So you gonna vote back for them same people?
Bill Clinton was a piece of shit. Like he was a piece of shit. And the thing is,
but black people loved him.
Yeah, no, because he played the fucking music. He played black music.
No, and he kissed you, hugged you, and that's what black people like singing. They like seeing
somebody that's relatable to them.
And that's why I said, as long as you hug a black person and smile in their face, they can stab you in the back all day.
So why nobody doing that to Trump? Because he tried to hug black people.
Open. I can respect that.
He tried to hug black people.
I can respect that.
And they shit on him.
Because I can respect somebody who's openly racist. At the end of the day,
Kanye still don't
at all. Trash.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. Don't waste
because
money.
Because as big as he is, he could take his celebrity energy and put it into something that's right. Like
what?
Like another candidate or somebody somebody that's qualified to actually do the job.
So that's stable minded.
For who though?
For whole everybody. Country.
That's impossible in this era right now. Man.
Well, the thing is, and I do agree with you.
That's impossible in this era right now.
What I agree with you on the Trump shit is that it made the closet racists come out the closet and say how they really feel.
Which made everybody eyes be open.
What's the point of Kanye West? Keep asking you that.
Listen, the fact that it's out now, right? And now that everything that needs to be on the table is on the table, we don't need Trump anymore. Now
At all.
Now that the problems are on the table, it needs to be somebody in there to say, look, we recognize everybody's problem. Now let's work on a solution.
I ain't say I was voting for him a second time.
I didn't say that you did. I'm just saying we don't need him again. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need him again. So we have to find a solution. And Kanye, sorry, whoever's in your camp, you don't have an answer for anything. That's the problem. That's why he shouldn't be fucking running. Because he don't have a solution for anything.
The shit that make it worse is right before you say you running for president, right? You say, I'll put that. You had GLC come out again. Oh, that they used 2 years ago. Oh, he gave me all his Magna Carta hats, his Magna hats. He said he not messing with Trump no more. Woo, woo, woo. That shit started popping up again. He used that same line 2 years ago, right? He
said Magna Carta.
Oh, whatever. What is
that's what you get. That's what you get for laughing about me not getting the word out early. That's what he get.
Got to do with
the MAGA hats, right? Gave him all that, not messing with Trump. Then Trump retweets something to laugh at it, like, oh, I didn't know that, right? Then he comes out, try to say out his own mouth that he's not fucking with Trump no more, right? And then all of a sudden you come out and say, oh, now you running for president? Nah. But you did it right after Joe Biden won the Democrat position.
And put this on the table. Put this on the table. I'm not a fan of Joe Biden either.
Right.
But what I tell you is that this
but
is
it's a plot, bro.
Listen, but this is what I tell you about how politics work, right?
That's his friend.
Again,
he gonna make sure that you take out for everything.
No, listen, human behavior, especially from the Democratic Party and people like, look, you want to vote in the same faces that you're familiar with. Even in your local bank, you vote in the same people who you're familiar with. All these fucking candidates who you know nothing about because your lazy ass don't want to do no research on people to find out who's really there for you and what you concern. That's why I said they know. We just put the face there because that's familiar with the face.
That's like regular life. Anybody popular who has a face, people gonna go to first.
Which been what? But
no matter what, I don't care if it's even in our profession.
Conway,
if we put ourselves in people's prison, we're gonna be like everybody else.
Conway, I get that, but that has been the main issue. Well, why we keep having the same problems over and over again.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Oh, because I ain't had no problem with Obama.
But hold on, let me ask you a question.
I had a few.
That's because you was in a different tax bracket.
No.
But listen. I agree with that. Now, people not doing their research, right? But one thing about your job and your campaign is your job to put the information that you want people to know in their face. If you don't have the resources or the money to run the right campaign, then sit your ass down. Don't sit up there and be like, well, I was the best candidate. Who the fuck knows?
Who knows?
Who the fuck knows?
But it's really the money though. That stuff take a lot of money, yo.
Then if you can't play with the big, don't get in the game.
Don't get in the game.
You can't look at it like that because
why?
In the game.
Listen, let me tell you why you can't look at it like that. Is because financially
you wasting your time.
Listen, no. Financially, no, because somebody keep hearing your voice and your movement. What money might want you come across the right person might want to be able to fund.
Ross Perot been doing that shit for 15 years and nobody wanted to help that man. So what we talking about?
But that means you just might as well just give up. I don't agree with that.
What happened? He just said, "Fuck it, yo, I would just die, do whatever."
But at least he tried though.
Let me break it down for everybody listening and looking. Now, with Flesh saying like, you know, I mean, do your research and all this. Let's take the same scenario and talk about, let's say, music. Let's say you sing and you sing, right?
He doing too much.
Your music sonically is way better than his, right? But he has a lot of funding, right? Your music sounds better. But you come out and like, well, I didn't make it, you know, because I didn't have the money and nobody didn't know about my project. Is that the public's fault or is that your fault for jumping in the game and not being ready? Like his product is really fucked up, but he got the money to push it to let everybody know my product is out there. So whose fault is it? Is it yours or is his?
You can't help the fact about not having money.
My thing is, if you can't do something 100%, then why do it?
That don't make no sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Because you wasting all your bread that you have to not get your voice
You
heard.
get into the game when you're ready to play the game. Even in the music business, like, it is a fucking competition.
All day long.
It don't matter if you at the
All
bottom
day
or the
long.
top. The sky is supposed to be here. If you're a singer and you're Flesh and the number one singer in the world is Chris Brown, you need to be reaching past Chris Brown. Don't get mad because we don't know that you at the fucking bottom if you don't put the resources into your own self to let us know that you're there.
Look how long it took Jacquees to even get noticed, and he's been in the game for like 10 years before that.
Depending on how you saying it, I'm understanding. It's like stepping stones, right? Like how Obama, he had to work his way through, but because how he started on the low end, and just going through office and moving.
He paid his dues.
He paid his dues, and people started hearing more about him everywhere that he went. Then I'm quite sure when he was running, people wanted to fund. People with money fund political candidates. I tell people all the time,
that's
they
intelligent.
got to get something out of the deal. Nobody's just giving
That's
candidates.
intelligent
Of
too.
course.
You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just giving it, but they looking and going, I'm investing in this. Both of us billionaires, but just because I got money, it's certain things that I can't do because of laws and things like that that I need and favors. Like, just like your network is way more important than money. So if I see you coming up and you getting a buzz and I'm liking your movement, that's what I mean about them investing inside of what you're doing. By Kanye, that's why I said trying to think like a person that's a billionaire. When I look at stuff, I don't think like how I think, because I know I'm naturally thinking like this. So Kanye running for office, I go, okay, he got the fame thing there. I wouldn't vote for him for that, but why would a person vote? Why would I think a person would vote for Kanye? Because of the star power that he had. And a person with money going like this, I need these things behind closed doors to happen for me. If Kanye start getting a buzz and a lot of people start voting for Kanye, they want to try to jump in there first before somebody else and might want to fund them.
But he already fucking it up.
But I get that. But no, what I'm saying, no, we're not talking about that portion.
Because if I want to fund Kanye, why would I now?
I know, I get it now. We're not talking about that. I'm just talking about even when he was running before he started fucking up. That's how people with money have to think, because they they fund certain candidates so they can get in position to get things done that we need. That's how we found out about the previous like over the past 20 years, how we found out about certain companies that even locally that sponsored the person. But then they got deals while that person was in office, and then
that's just
out.
that's
But that's
politics.
what I'm saying. But that's what I mean. That's politics. That's just the nature of the game. So that's why I said, why is it not okay for Kanye to run?
Because
if he said he wanted to run and we in the studio, the guy be like this, well, fuck it, let's go, because that's bigger, better things. If I'm your fucking dude right here, and then I'm supporting you, and then next thing you know, you make it up to something bigger, you gotta reform because it's growth. That means I could get put in a different situation.
The presidency not even like that though. It still take other.
Go ahead, finish.
It still take, because you become the president, don't mean you're gonna help put people in position.
Didn't Trump put people in position that had no fucking clue what's going on with this fucking country?
And then guess what happened? Guess what happened to them? X. So
some of them still here.
Who
didn't kiss his ass? The other ones that didn't is gone.
The ones that kissed his ass gone too. Shorty that had the whole racist network gone. He's not on this board no more.
Did you just see his recent new people? Like, yo, they
yeah,
had no
there's a whole bunch of racists.
COVID or nothing. But that's people he picked.
Right. But what are they getting from it? They just getting some star power.
No, because we don't see what they getting. They getting something.
They get what they
getting
from.
We don't see what they getting.
Well, I can tell you what we ain't getting.
And
that's Kanye for fucking president.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers not even getting money from that shit.
Some fucking wear.
Yeah, that's what he need, a fucking straight
He down.
Yes, I'm openly down in Kanye for running for presidency. Yes.
Look at this shit that he's saying.
I'm saying it. Put your fucking head down. No.
Even Donald Trump went out here and said what I'm going to do for my country. Kanye West has not yet to tell us what he's going to do for the country in 3 months.
And honestly,
he sat down and broke down.
In my opinion,
try to be a regular person.
In my opinion, in my opinion, and quote me on my opinion. I ain't a regular
person.
Quote me on my opinion. Quote me on my opinion. Donald Trump won the presidency by mistake. I don't think he ever had intention on thinking that he was going to actually.
Yo, did you see the video?
Fucking
when they
hold up.
Said he won,
I think when Obama finally was leaving office, they said no, not another Negro in here.
Or another person that love Negro.
Yo, no more Negro. No more brown and black in here for a while. We got to get back to our old Make America Great Again. He won the presidency, in my opinion, by fucking mistake.
Yo, when he had left the joint before the numbers even got called, bruh. Like, it's still out there. You can pull it up on YouTube.
I think he woke up like, what? I really
when they
won? I got to do this shit for real?
In the back,
man,
he had already gave up. When they said that you won, yo had the most... Oh, shit. Your wife looked at him like, did this shit really happen?
Yeah, did we really pull this, the biggest
Your son
scheme
even
off?
came out and said, we were so shocked because we didn't think we had a chance to win.
Because they ran for publicity.
They just ran for the publicity, man.
You do know.
So they lying.
Hold on. You do
and that motherfucker don't have no acting bone in his body.
You do know that they know they're going to win before they announce it, right?
Bro, before they even went all the way down the drain.
They people that work under them already let them know the numbers.
We know that, but we talking about from his end.
Did not know. They didn't understand that shit. They didn't really feel as though they won. He's still in office shocked.
That's what I'm saying. He like, yo, they
just look at the shit he's saying.
They trusted
the shit that he say. He like, fuck, like. I really get to push the red button if I feel like it. Oh, that's you know what I'm gonna do? Know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna cancel all the terms, and then put America in the hole because China, I just don't like them.
Look, man, come on now.
I just don't like China.
We all do that.
I just don't like China.
But that's just human behavior.
Human behavior.
Like, every now and then, you don't get flashbacks and go like this. Damn. I really grew up poor with no fucking food in the refrigerator, and then here I am now, like this. Like you still don't do that?
I'm still poor with no food in the refrigerator.
and at the end of the day, I don't go back and be like, yo, that motherfucking Mexican across the hall from me back.
I'm on diet by mistake.
I hated Joe. You know what? I'm gonna close the border on them motherfuckers.
Yeah, he doing some wild shit. But let me ask you this about Kanye.
But that affected us. You know that, right?
What?
Him. If the borders kept being open like that, the
borders still open.
Listen.
Don't stop nobody, yo.
At the end of the day,
you building a fucking wall, and them bitches are coming underneath the
ground. So is you gonna let the motherfucker score the touchdown, or you gonna try to block him?
Listen, look. Man, fuck Trump.
Block,
but listen,
underneath the ground.
Let me ask y'all a Kanye question. Fuck Trump. Let me ask y'all a Kanye question. This statement he made about Harriet Tubman. Now, we know it's all freedom of speech, right? But sometimes I think when you're misinformed, and I honestly think that he really said what he wanted to say the wrong
way.
Fucking way.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
But my thing is, when you got that much celebrity power, if you really don't know, then don't put that energy into the world. You know what I'm saying? Because your fans are going to believe what the fuck you said.
Yo,
like,
the shit was funny because the girl that was recording, as soon as he said, you can hear her say, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here.
Hold up.
That's some real shit. Like, I'm getting the fuck up out of here because you're involved in some bullshit.
And then I want to address the motherfuckers. I want to drop the motherfuckers, address some of the motherfuckers who like, well, what did he say wrong? Because then she did was... What did he say wrong? If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have had a fucking Black Wall Street.
If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have had a lot of things. Like I said, I think he knew what he wanted to say. I think he said it the wrong way. Did she leave a lot of black people out of slavery? Yes. Did you lead them into places where they didn't have? No black person had nothing coming out of slavery. Of course, you're gonna go work for the people that's still controlling the country. You know what I mean? You just going working in other conditions that don't have them whooping your ass.
But you got to think about it. Even then, that's what they don't understand. Some of the people that did come, you wouldn't have Harlem if it wasn't for the black people that she freed, bro. You wouldn't have had a Black Wall Street that we talk about today if she didn't. See,
I just don't like a person of brown and black descent to put propaganda out there about the shit that our ancestors went through. Like, you got to shut the fuck up, because even when he says slavery was a choice, that's the dumbest shit in the fucking world. Like, just shut the fuck up, bro.
And you work for a white person,
right? You work for Adidas and Nike with the Yeezys and shit. You're a sharecropper. I don't give a fuck how much money they pay. So
if she ain't shit, you ain't shit either. And I don't give a fuck if you say you got $5 billion.
I'm not commenting because I agree.
Yeah, but you're a fucking sharecropper. Like, the shit that I don't understand is, like, you talk about the ancestors and what they did or did not
regularly,
do. But
you hate himself.
Yeah, but
I really feel like he hate himself.
Yeah, but he probably do. But you in real time doing the same shit. You got enough money to fund your own and own your own and have your own manufacturing, have your own warehouse, but you don't want to take the long route. You want to take what the fuck they giving you on the table, kick back, kick your feet up. And
then sell us fucking homeless clothes.
Yeah, that shit
for $400.
Let me go on record too. Them Yeezys ugly as fuck.
Hold up though.
And if you wearing them on your feet ugly as fuck.
He always referring back to slavery, but the shoes look like slavery shoes, bro.
Yeah, like
it look like potato sacks.
He first came out with the
shoes.
Yeah, they did.
But what I'm saying, you remember the shit he came out with the holes in the shirt?
Yeah.
And somebody was on Facebook like, yo, you ain't gonna fool me with the homeless gear. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck it is. You're not gonna punch holes of shit.
You know what I call
a high price tag and call it fashion.
You know what I call that shit? The Nat Turner. Because every time I look at the Nat Turner story, he's wearing some Yeezys. When he had his shirt, it was ripped all up. It was ripped up. He was wearing Yeezys. The pants, the shorts with the holes in it.
And make it so bad, it's like, you know what, as a black person, you be like, well, I'm supporting black business, kinda. You know what I mean? Because a black man is the face of it. Kinda. So I understand that black people say, well, you know what, that's his shoe and blah, blah, blah. I get that. But for me, they still ugly as fuck. Like, that's some ugly shit. Like, I'm just not going to support you just because you black just to wear some ugly shit. You know, I'm not.
And then them little crop things that came out looking like slave boots. Look like rocket ships, man, on your feet, man.
It's wild. It's wild. But the crazy thing is, Flesh, let me get your final thoughts on Mr. Kanye and his mental stability or instability. Like,
Turner.
I'm gonna just say this, because I don't know if this motherfucker for real, faking. Mm-hmm. I really don't know. We confused. Like, yeah, I am confused. But only thing I look at is how we don't. That don't mean feed into the bullshit. But I'm just saying that when black men go through shit and they publicly come out and say something, I just think that we need to stop taking that shit for a joke.
Okay,
like,
I agree.
That's the only thing I can say. Like, because you when you do things like that, it make it harder for you don't realize it make it harder for other men or other young boys to come out with their situation, because they see how the public responds to something that they're not even sure is real or not.
But that's why. But that's why a lot of men don't talk about the shit that happens to them today, because we're looked at it a certain way than a woman when shit happens.
Yeah, and I can tell you, I've been through some shit, but people would never know until years later when I started talking about it in my private social media.
I thought this motherfucker was gonna say he's ready to write a book.
He better not. No, I'm not reading your book. Fuck your book. I'm not reading your book. I'm not reading your book. Give your final thoughts, Conway.
Yo, flat out, man. Kanye West, what I really need him to do is get some help, man. Like, I know how it is to lose a mother and not have time to actually grieve that. Only thing is, I have a strong woman and strong kids behind me that keep me focused.
Yes, you do. Shout out to the queen. Yes, you do.
And before he had his woman and the kids, he went down a dark path. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, I really like. I don't want to make no joke about it, but the presidency, that's a joke to me. But the whole joke of him being like, oh, people making fun of him, that shit corny to me. Because that man really reaching out for some help. He really needs some help. And I don't know if it's somebody to talk to, as if people trying to say that, him and Jay relationship ain't the way he wanted. That's why he keep doing this to see if Jay gonna reach out, blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't even know. They probably even talking. You know what I mean? I remember they was saying that Jay and Dane wasn't talking, and then this motherfucker show up at the concert. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, stop assuming
that you know.
That you know. Just get that man, pray for that man for some safety, some help. And if he really want to get out of Kim, do it in a better way. I know she's a whore.
Don't do that, bro.
What?
Don't do that, bro.
What?
She ain't no whore, man.
Oh, no more. All right.
Probably not no more. Yeah, you can't do that, man.
I know she a resurrected whore. And you know what I mean?
But if that's the case, that's why I say if she gotta get bashed,
these views are Conway's and Conway's.
If she gotta get bashed, it's a lot of females. Famous
oh yeah,
bashed,
no doubt. I give them all. I give all the slurs those help.
Hoes activity.
These views is winning about Conway.
Yeah,
only.
Yeah, I give all the slurs that
they not hoes. They just,
I know they slurs. So right.
You said s'mores.
Slurs.
Oh.
Max B. Ride the way.
The views by Conway's are Conway's only.
But I'm just saying though, like
represent with Unified Radio.
now that you feeling like you going through your mental breakdown and
these views
shit like that, if you really want to
leave,
just leave, Mike G. Don't disrespect your daughter's mother the way you disrespecting her right now, especially if she didn't fuck nobody or outside you and all that other shit. Like you making your daughter, because she's at of age where she can read and she can watch.
Yo, but that's the thing. But what if they sitting there? I know we get the end, but what if they sitting in bed, laying in bed together, discussing the tactics that they use on the public?
See, and then that's some sick people. And if that's the case,
that's money.
No.
I'm only sitting here because the Kardashian Jenner family controls lightning. And they might strike your ass right now.
Well, right now they control transgender. But look though,
these views are Conway's and Conway's only. They do not represent the views of Unified Radio and or of Imperfect Sense.
Because they, come on. So that father then turned into a dude.
That's all.
Turn into a dude.
The dude turned into a chick. But look though,
these views are Conway's and Conway's only.
But I'm just saying though, even if they doing that. Then that's some sick shit, and Kanye definitely need help because now you're spiraling out of control. That you're playing with your mother, God rest her soul. You're playing with your daughter's livelihood, and you're also making yourself look like a fucking fool. So you need help.
Yeah, he need help.
Just help the man. And if I'm gonna listen to the Donja album because I like this last gospel joint. You know what I'm saying?
I like him musically,
but. Just the motherfucker need help. Hey, and I stand by my shit, and if you want problems, come holler at me.
These views are Conway's and Conway's only. But I agree. I actually agree with both of y'all. I honestly,
you know she a slow.
No, not that part. Not that part. But what I'm saying is, like, I definitely agree with both of y'all.
Yeah, they over.
If Kanye is really going through something, I think he needs support, and everybody need to reach out and help Kanye. Only thing I pray for is that. What we talking about, that this isn't a big plot for marketing, because
but even if it is,
but no, I can't agree with that
because going down doors that you can't turn back later.
I don't agree with that. You know why? Because of that bubble that they put us in, especially as black men, when they think that the shit happened to us is a fucking joke and that we're playing. Like, don't play with that. You know what I mean? Like, don't play with that to make some money. If you're really going through something, let's get them some help. But if you're fucking playing with it just to make some money, I can't respect that because we already got the chips stacked against us. Like, we can't keep equating bullshit with money just to get fucking money. Like, we can't play that game. I agree,
but at the end of the day, I'm a realist. Motherfuckers be getting mad at me because of how I think. I be like, I don't give a fuck. Because when shit happens to me, you, nobody gives a fuck.
But that's what we trying to get out of, though.
They don't mean that because it's happening to you. I'm a kid.
Listen, but the fact of the matter is, to me,
friend.
I know that it's never going to fucking happen.
I don't know about that.
If any one of y'all motherfuckers call me something wrong,
I'm a heterosexual.
Like, yo,
I am a heterosexual man.
We got right
it's heterosexual, not hetero. You fucked up. You fucked on up on the word too.
Listen.
Heterosexual. Header. He's a what the fuck is a heterosexual?
Man.
What the fuck is
writing a fucking article?
I'm definitely not reading this book now. It got all type of typos in it. Heterosexual.
Fucking heterosexual.
All three of us fucked up right there. All right.
Fucking heterosexual.
Listen.
All right, I'm not one of those. Whatever the fuck. He fuck animals.
Stop.
Fucking gerbils and shit.
Fuck is a heterosexual?
Listen,
Fuck is he talking about?
This supposed to be professional.
It is professional, but you said heterosexual.
Listen, I was talking. It's a Baltimore thing. We fuck it up. Anyway,
No, I fuck up like that. I like pussy. I don't like.
Yo, I give up.
Don't fuck mice.
I give up.
Don't fuck mice.
I give up. I can't even make my statement. I can't even make my statement.
You're fucking hogs.
This is a fucking blooper. Not like this shit can't get edited.
This is why this is Imperfect Sense,
You're
baby.
fucking hogs.
Anything can happen, man. This is why this is Imperfect Sense, man. We have real conversation. You get real reaction. Oh, man. This has been another edition of Imperfect Sense right here
I ain't cutting
on
that shit
Unified.
out.
We ain't cutting it out because we had some fun.
I can't. My point don't
See
even
y'all the same Unified channel next week.
Fuck, my head hurt, yo.